Much appreciate it.
Have fun.
So we're gonna go until or live. Oh, we're gonna go till 6. Okay. Are we doing this lime juice thing? Okay, we don't even have lime juice. Can I get your name one more time? Dustin. Dustin Chafin. Dustin Chafin. All right. Dustin Chafin.
Go.
I'm right there with you.
Oh, I know. They're actually pretty useful, to be honest. What's your name, sir?
Darius Johnson.
Darius.
Yeah. I'll be
Right.
co-emceeing your show later today.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna fix this. Oh, there we go. Tighten it. I'm good. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, world? I'm Darius Marquise Johnson here with Dustin Chafin. We are here celebrating what number do we have? The 12th annual Burbank Comedy Festival, sponsored by Downtown Burbank, partnership with Jaja Tequila. That's right. Our favorite tequila. Just a few sponsors. Visit Burbank, Red Bull, Hilton, Garden Inn, the UME Credit Union, Magnolia Corner, Barney's Beanery, Story Tavern, Calaveras. I said Red Bull already. Cozy Nook Cafe, and so many more. We thank all of our sponsors, and we're going to get into some fun times here on our little live stream. We thank you for being a part of it. Something I just found out about Dustin is he refuses to be a fanny pack guy, and I have to agree on that.
Yeah, I mean, being cool, it's a lot of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to pull being cool off all the time. You don't want to be that guy. I think I associate it with just people coming to like Hollywood, on the Hollywood Boulevard with their fanny packs and their wolf shirts and their little kids. Seem serious about this.
Yeah, no. I agree with you. I'm right there with you. I'm like, it's I think it's like a too hard of a flex, I like stuff in my pockets with everything, it adds to the anxiety sometimes when I'm like, where are my keys? They're under.
Gucci, fanny pack.
No, I don't care for it. I don't see what I do like. What I do like is it's not really a fanny pack, but the chest strap packs, like it is, but it's not around to me it's where you place it. I guess it's not really the pack itself, but it's where you place it. Because if there's it just I don't like. Oh, let me get my chapstick.
What about your hip?
No, because then I look like I hike, and I don't hike, man. I don't do that. I don't. We do, but I don't do it enough. All right, I don't. It's too much elevation, up and down. Oh God, yeah. That's better. That's better. Just keeping it flat. Yeah. Nah, I don't roll all the way over there. So tell us a little bit about like where you're from, and maybe some of the things that might be more accustomed to where you're from, and some of those things that like might be a little different than say here and could be funny.
Oh, okay. A lot of pressure on the funny part.
Nah, you got it.
Born and raised in Texas.
All right.
I spent a little time in Chile, some missionary work, and then 20 years in New York City. That's where I cut my teeth in comedy.
East Coast.
And I've been here about 4 years.
Okay.
So that's I think the difference between like New York and LA is crazy because you see ridiculous things all day long. But
yeah, you do.
In New York, like if you saw some guy with no pants on, it might be on the subway, and that was pretty intrusive. You know what I mean? It's like you sit next to you gotta wait 5 stops. At least in LA, you got a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some dude just running around flapping. It's like you just drive right past.
And it's hard because it's like I feel like sometimes those dudes on the subway will have good conversations with you, and you're like, I want to engage in this conversation because I love Marvel movies, but I don't want to look at your junk, sir. Yeah. Just put it away.
Yeah.
Or like tuck it behind, I don't know.
Michael Keaton's, he's the best Batman, but put it away.
Right. Because then you got to have one of these combos where yeah. Good talking to you. New York, man, New York. I'm from Philly, so I get it, and I get that East Coast, that vibe, you know, because there's a different hustle out there. You know, there's so much going on. I feel like you gotta kind of. I look at this like energy bunny, you know, like I remember living there, and I was like always just going and going and going to the next thing, and over here it's a little like slower, yeah.
New York, Philly comedians were pretty close, but New York, Philly sports fans not so much. I think that's.
Oh yeah, no, 1,000%.
There's a lot of Philly comics, a lot of buddies of mine that came from Philly, so I feel like that's they all come to New York and they kind of pop off. So Philly's a good place for comedy. I think it's, it's one of those places. There's always a room, rough rooms too. If you can slam it.
That's Philly, what I like. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like about Philly. Yeah,
if you here in these comics, they haven't been tested. They're just it's like little showcase shows in LA. And it's like, no, dude, you didn't have a real show. So
throw yourself, like, yes. Throw yourself in the ring in Philly and get heckled. Throw yourself in New York, get heckled. Come, rise from the ashes of a good heckle. Yeah, you're like, oh, like, did that hurt?
Yeah, that's why.
Am I okay?
Yeah, that's why any show I can handle just because of that training you had, you know, just coming up through city rooms like that.
I get it.
Yeah, so I like it.
All right, so Texas. What's some of the like? Is there something about Texas that you're like, oh, that we don't do that here in LA?
Racism, I think.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Those are definitely two big ones. Women's
rights now. It's I have a love hate with Texas. Like I feel like that's when you're from somewhere you can't hate on it too much.
Yeah.
But Texas has gone off the rails a little bit, so I have to kind of keep it at bay. My mom's still there, but I miss the food and I miss space. It's like everything is huge, like restaurants and everything is space. I mean, but I'm just kind of being in Texas, just
okay.
Just hunting and fishing and stuff like that as a kid. So it's like country boy stuff,
Okay.
But then you kind of evolve out of that, become like a metropolitan city person or whatever. But
right.
You can't really go fishing out here.
Yeah,
it's gonna kill you.
That's true. That's true. It might have three eyes, man. Might have three eyes.
Some poopy fish.
Yeah, it's gross.
Just some of that, but I love it here though. I love it. There is a really good nature here. When we first, because coming from New York, it's like that's unbelievable. You drive the beach, drive the desert, drive the mountains.
All of
it.
I
love that stuff. I take advantage of that as much as I can. But I don't know. Just my mom really is all I miss in Texas. But it's I like being here. It's good. It's a good vibe, I think, for comedy too. Because I feel out here we aim a little higher.
Yeah,
like Philly and York, it's like you're just trying to be a club comic and you're trying to be the best club comic you can. But I think you plateau a little bit. So that's what I like about LA is like you write a script, you're trying to act, you're trying
all
to
of it,
all of it, make something. So I like that energy out here.
That's the thing I say about LA. Like what I do like about LA, and I've been here for 5 years, is that like you don't come out here as a joke. You don't come out here as like, well, let me just test it out. Like it's like you gotta know that just like New York, it has a specific hustle.
Yeah.
And you gotta be ready for that. Like sometimes I like to call it one of the like areas of like the Olympics for the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to start out here.
Yeah.
I like getting my legs somewhere else in New York and then come in here. I think we have an advantage a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because it's so many spots and all that stuff. So I like coming here being a little more ready than just starting. I can't imagine starting here.
I agree.
Rough.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm like, it's in and out every night. That's in and out every night.
There's a lot of industry sometimes at a show, and you're just like, it's nice that you have that experience under you.
Right.
Than just like just starting out from a mic to a big show or something.
Exactly. So I grew up, like I said, in Philly, right? And I remember growing up as a kid, and I remember like that specific lifestyle, and like $5 cheesesteaks, going to see Eagles games and Phillies games. See, that's the trick question, right? That's a trick question, because if you're really from Philly, it's neither. It's not. Oh, it's neither. If you're really from Philly, I would love to. The best cheesesteaks are a hole in the wall place. The bag is greasy on the bottom. There's a dude that is Yeah, like there's a dude that's like, you go into the restaurant, nobody's at the register, you look back out front, there's a dude smoking, and it's like, I'll be in 5. And it's just like, what do you want? Like and it's going to the food is just going to be amazing. I always say that, like, it's this weird customer service that you're like, what is this? And you get in, you're like, oh my god, this is incredible.
Well, out here it's tacos, like a taco truck.
Yeah.
Taco truck.
Yep.
In the restaurant or whatever. So,
That's what I say. So I remember like growing up with all of that. Like, is there something specific to whether it's Texas or even New York? But you said you grew up in Texas.
Yeah.
So is there something specific for Texas that you remember like growing up with? Funny. I used to do that.
I mean, just the whole landscape, man. I had a rodeo team in my high school. You could letter in rodeo.
Wow. All right, yeah, that's different.
It's a different world, man.
That's different.
Like, just trucks and chaos and that's just weird. Just that mentality, just it's so machismo. It's like, you feel like you just have to be some butt kicker all the time, and you're just like, that gets exhausting. Like just that bravado all the time. So I like it out here. It's like nobody really. Actually, you have too much bravado. They'll call you on it out here.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I was just being a man for a minute.
It is now. That's true. It is different. There's like, yeah. I like that. Like, we embrace the sensitivity of man. Like.
Oh, yeah, man. You'd be an idiot to live here if you didn't.
I agree.
You just hate everything all the time.
I agree.
That's what I like about comedy, because it's like, what's great about comedy is like, if you hate a bunch of different people, you're probably going to be in a green room with those people, because we're always kind of forced to be together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we're all, it's like black, white, race, sexual, whatever. It doesn't matter, because we're probably all going to end up talking to each other and connecting. And that's the best thing, is when people are forced to be together. I do a lot of cruises. I just did a cruise, and it was crazy, because it was like, that's kind of the same thing, where everybody's forced on that boat to be together. I was on an elevator. It was a guy with a MAGA hat. It's like 2 gay dudes, and like 3 people didn't speak English, and there was no hate. Like, everybody's just trying to get to the buffet.
Right.
Like,
we're all trying to eat. Like, the end of the day, you strip it all away. We're human and we got needs. Yeah.
So it's like that kind of stuff I like about comedy, where we're just all kind of. I have so many different friends from different lifestyles and the worlds, and I love that.
Okay.
Like, just kind of, we can't get along. Just get in a green room, do comedy, and you'll find somebody you didn't think you'd like. You'll probably end up being friends with them.
Hey, I agree with that.
If you're in a car and you have to go on a road gig with somebody, there's no way you're not going to connect.
Yeah.
So I love that kind of stuff.
Couldn't agree more. So, is there something that comes up like in your comedy like a lot, or is there things that like you really love to talk about? Is it off the cuff? Is it like, more about your life and your journey?
I never really know, man. Like, I have very much an AD set.
Okay.
Sometimes I might be in a storytelling mood. Sometimes it might be crowd work. Sometimes it might be, it's banger jokes, but I'm 17 years sober, so I talk a lot about addiction and just kind of overcoming stuff and all that. And I try to relate it to, like, all of our addictions. We're addicted to so many different things. And so, I try to bring it in like that. So that's probably the heart of a lot of what I do, just talking about just kind of, that life, my life, how the way it is now. So I talk a little bit about that. But
I love it,
definitely
man.
Something I'll probably kind of zero in on tonight.
Okay. So we love it. Yeah.
So there'll be a little AA meeting around the corner if you guys are.
Hey, I tell people.
At the end of the show.
I tell people, and they're like, "What?" But I'm like, I used to go to AA meetings when I was like, I must have been like 13 or 14. They're like, "Bro, were you drinking?" I'm like, no. I used to go. Right. I went just so I could get jokes. No. I used to go with my best friend and his dad, because simply we didn't have anything else to do. And he's like, "Yo," and my friend was like, "Yo," and he's like my brother. He's like, "Yo, I go to my dad. He's like, I don't know, man, it's fun, and they got like free snacks and this." And I was like, "Yo, free snacks, I'm in." I didn't even really understand what AA was, but like he was like, "Yo," and nobody eats them because the addiction is that. And I was like, "I don't know what you're saying, bro, but you said free donuts, so I'm there." And it was crazy, just the stories I heard, and like all these, this is, right. Hurry up, man. I'm trying to get because you couldn't get the snacks to like after really. Like you could maybe get them, but you didn't want to be that person. Yeah, and you're like, right, right. It was good times. It was very interesting. Like unlock that memory.
It's like, a lot of comics are either like, crazy party or they've done enough of it and they're kind of recovering. Not like too much moderation.
Yeah.
Doing bumps in the bathroom. They're in a meeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, that story never. I enjoy hearing journey through sobriety and what their take is, and like the funny things that come through their journey. Like I would almost rather hear that. No, I would definitely rather hear that than like dating stories right now, just because I don't know. It's and that's some pain, man. There's so much in that. Yeah, not saying there's not pain in dating. I want to hear about the nitty gritty. Yeah. I am. Thankfully, I can't. My girlfriend and I, we talk about it all the time. We're like, hey, we lucky. I got you. You got me locked in. I'm not doing this with nobody. Please. Yep. Oh, the online dating it's interesting. Now they got like videos. You could be like, like back in the day. You remember the hotline, the party hotline, or you could send a tape in. It's like, hi, I'm 5'9". I like long walks on the beach. I live in San Francisco. Like that was that was Tinder before Tinder, man. I was young. But I remember it. Hey, yeah. I don't even know what you look like. You sound hot. But like, it's kind of like, it's funny because it's like history repeats itself. We had that, like in the 90s. Now, fast forward to today, there's like literally a reality show like based off of that idea, the whole Love Is Blind show, which is like just hearing each other's voice. Don't get me started on that pedestal because I'm like,
oh yeah, well, back in our day, they called it glory hole.
Basically, look, yo, Love Is Blind. If y'all are out there, we have a pitch for y'all. Like if they just added a glory hole to Love Is Blind, they could change Blind no more. Oh my god. Blind, hilarious. Okay, so you said growing up in Texas, moving to New York, and then how long have you been out here?
About 4 years.
About 4 years. Okay, so how has that journey been for you? The trajectory, the ups and the downs, and like the learning curve.
It's been good, man. I feel like it's definitely slow. It's a slow process, just like, and nobody cares about what you did in New York, and that's a little humbling. You pass the cellar, you pass the strip, and then you get out here and you're like, what? I can't do this part of the chateau. Like, so,
what do you mean?
So you have to kind of like, you got to put that, press that down a little bit and just meet people and all that and just be funny. When you get your shot, be funny. And, I'm starting to get into some good places. And I think it's just, it's just that when I get my shot, knock it out of the park, don't mess around. Because it's like out here, I think you really got to kind of like, you got to bring it when you get a spot. You can't mess around too much.
Yeah.
There's rooms for that, but I think, that's, you just got to bring it. So.
Yeah, I think that all these places are, right in front of our face. And it's like, well, it's right there. I'm just going to walk through the door. And I'm always just like, I think about like the idea of like literally working out versus like the Olympics or a strongman contest. And I'm like, I see that I could sign up and enter, but there's a gym next door. I'm going to go to the gym for a few years and do some push-ups and some sit-ups and you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I did that in New York. So
yeah.
So definitely. That's
hitting the comedy gym, man. I say it all the time. All right, we are at 5. So a few things before we like fully wrap up. I want to know, since you've been out here for the last 4 years, what's like one of the like wildest memories like you have, or like wildest things that you've seen out here that you've been like immediate thought, I gotta put this in comedy. I gotta put this in my set. I gotta talk about this on stage.
Yeah, it's kind of gross, but I do this thing where I talk about LA. I live in Hollywood Boulevard, so I feel like you see the most
Everything.
and disturbing images.
Everything.
It's disturbing. Beautiful. Like you look at that sunset, purple sky, palm trees, and then you look over. Is that dude pooping a Mountain Dew bottle?
Yeah. Yeah.
3 minutes later, like he did it. So stuff like that. Just is always around you. But I don't care. Coming from New York is a good thing to not get affected by all that stuff. And I just kind of live in this place. You do some of that. So I think just some of that stuff. A little unsettling sometimes, but it's wild for sure. You walk out the door, I have no idea who's going to be sleeping on my steps or what's going on. But some of that you have to be compassionate about. It's definitely it's a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't agree. I always get tripped up when I'm out there and I see all the people in the costumes, and I'm like, it's like, you're not the savior. Yes, I am. No, I'm the savior.
I saved Marvel. No,
I saved the world. That's hilarious. Yeah, I definitely have a memory of seeing Spider-Man, and I was like, bro, you're not him. You are not Spider-Man, because this dude must have been like in his 40s, and I was like, that's Spider Unc right there. That's Spider Uncle, man. He's not web slinging. He's babysitting or something.
Funny when you see like a Spider-Man guy or something. His shift is over and he's smoking a cigarette. You can tell he's just kind of defeated and he's walking. And that's how we walk after.
Yeah. Hey man, been there. Been there. Pick it up tomorrow, man. Been there. So for everybody viewing, can you let us know about some of the shows you'll be performing in the festival, and also where we can see your comedy, your social handles and all?
Sure. So today, 7:30, I'll be running a YouTube room. I'm very excited about that. Nick Novicki's going to be with me. He's a great friend from New York. And I just did an episode of WTF of Mark Maron. That's out now, so you can check that out. At Dustin Schaefer on Instagram. And I'm touring with Nico Gowsley, and we're doing arena shows. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so got that coming up.
We love it. We love it. Well, we are going to wrap up, but last thing before we wrap up, what is like one thing that you would like if you could tell yourself something, like you back in New York, you back in Texas, if you could tell yourself like one thing right now, like what would that thing be? Just that, like not even take it, just acting class.
Just take it.
And then you disappear and he's like, what?
I think just that, just like, more.
Put more in the repertoire. Okay.
More knowledge, screenplay, writing, just kind of, just be more of a triple threat.
Write it down, people. Write it down. Well, thank you, Dustin, for joining us today. We appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for viewing. Come on, check out the Burbank Comedy Festival. We hope to see you this week for some incredible shows. Take care, everybody.